Like what confusion you have got?
Which category and which item it comes.
I told in the last class clearly that a personal account will be applicable for human beings and artificial people. That's all. And nominal account is all about expenses and losses and incomes and gains. So what doubt if you tell exactly, I can explain that area properly.
While in the question patterns, I'm unable to identify the categories.
Question pattern, you didn't identify the category.
Yes, sir.
Like one example, can you give?
And the previous one question shared, no, sir. In that.
Like question, like what was the question? If you tell me, I can assist in that. Why? Because segregating the accounts is quite easy because you have got three accounts: personal, real, and nominal. Okay. Personal applicable for human beings and artificial person. Okay. Real account is applicable for all tangibles, and nominal is all about expense and incomes.
Okay.
So if you tell me the transactions, I can just say you whether where categorizing can be done actually.
The machinery purchased by Mr. X and on a credit basis. This question, how we can?
Fine then. So in this, machinery is purchased from Mr. X for rupees some on credit some value.
Yes.
Okay. Sir. So machinery is what? As a personal account, real account, nominal account?
It's a real account.
And Mr. A is a personal, real, nominal, whatever the name you have told.
The personal.
Personal. That's all over. Segregation is much only.
Okay. Sometimes
machinery is real, and the one who have given to us is a personal. Over then. Okay.
Sometimes I'm getting a slight confusion.
That's what I'm asking. What confusion? Now this transaction you only have solved it, no?
Okay.
This much only we have to do for all the transactions.
Okay. I'll try my.
No. We will learn few more. We will learn it. It's not like that. Okay, we will not do. We will learn few more actually. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And again segregation we will take it. And again classification we will learn. It's not like that. If we will not learn, we will learn what we have discussed in the last class. Same thing we will learn in the further classes. Rest of later we will learn. But today, few more things are there that has to be discussed. That we will teach actually. Okay. Yes, but in that also will be covered again. Repeatedly it will be again.
Yes, sir.
So no worries for again clarification and all. Classification of accounts, as you have got the doubt. When you go for journal, again we need to learn it again from the beginning.
Okay, sir.
There we will learn segregation of account. There we will learn debit and credit. There we will learn where to how to pass the journal entry also. So there you may get few more clarifications on that part.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Okay, and you have got whatever the doubts you have got, we can solve easily that, that session actually.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we'll start now. Over time already. Okay. So in the last class we have discussed like meaning of accounting, and meaning of accounting we have got 4-5 words. That was recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating. So out of this, we have learned what kind of transactions we have got. I am audible for you people?
Yes, yes.
100%, no problem. So transaction is of two kinds. One is cash and one is credit. How to find out in a transaction whether it is a cash or a credit? Okay. Credit is nothing but in a transaction, name of a person will be given, and whereas cash, no name will be given. On the basis of these two things, we can identify whether the transaction is of cash or in credit nature. So this is over. Next point we have discussed about classification. Classification is nothing but classification have been done on 3 principles, which I told you, and it is also golden rules for us. That is real, that is personal, real, and nominal account. Personal account applicable for human beings and artificial people like companies, associations, society, and all those stuff. Artificial example I gave you. Natural, we all are. Real account is applicable for tangibles. Example I gave you: machinery, furniture, currency, building, land, motor car, plant, furniture and fixtures. Everything will cover under your real account. Okay. Goods as well, when you have got the business into the business. And nominal account, it's all about expenses and income. Okay. When we in a company, when we pay the salary, when we pay the rent, when we pay the electricity charges to the various people, that time it will be expense to the organization. So nominal account talks about debit all expenses and credit all incomes. Okay. Income, like we are receiving rent, we are receiving commission, we are receiving discount and all. So that will be the income for the company. So nominal account, it talks only about expenses and income. That's all. Okay. Till here we have done it, and few transactions we have analyzed how to classify the accounts and how to identify the accounts in an transaction. Okay. So last class, I think we have started with some capital assets and liability, some provision terms. Okay, so we'll continue that one. Before that, one more important things that we need to be discussed today, that will be our assumptions of accounting. Okay, I'll share you the screen. Okay, just have a look into it and let me know if you have got any doubt. Okay. This is the overall brief about your last session actually. Okay, 1 second, I'll just share you the screen. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, no.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is what we were discussing in the last class, correct? So we'll go further. These are the personal 3 rules what we have discussed, and these are the examples what we have discussed in the last class. Okay, and today as I told you, we go with the accounting concepts. Okay, accounting concepts are visible on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine, done. So these are the concepts and conventions what we need to learn it. Okay, so now before going with the accounting concept, this I want you people to write it down in that LMR what we are following it. Okay, all 10 points plus this 4 points, I'll tell you. Okay, it will be displayed on the screen because we have to learn in detail about this all stuff what it is talking about karke. Okay, so accounting concepts and accounting conventions, we will learn it properly. Okay, and from this accounting concepts, you may get 1 mark and half mark questions for exam. Theoretical they'll ask, and accounting conventions also have the same thing. Okay, they will ask you the question in exam for you people. Okay, objective type questions. So accounting concepts is nothing but here assumptions. Now, why we have to make certain assumptions while preparing a books of accounts. Okay, that assumptions only we need to follow here, and we need to assume that okay, these all things has to be done when I'm sitting as an accountant in an organization. Okay, so now the first assumption here, what does it says is going concern concept. So what do you mean by going concern concept says here? Going concern concept is nothing but here, it talks about business. When I'm sitting as an accountant in an organization, I assume that the organization will run for a longer period. Okay, for indefinite period it will run. Okay, so this is my assumption. So going concern concept says that our company, what the business we have started, that will be keep on going for a indefinite period in the future, and by keeping that in mind, I should prepare my books of accounts. That's what it says, going concern concept says. Any confusion in this now, going concern concept? Example, I would like to give you, Reliance Industries is there, Dhirubhai Ambani started, Dhirubhai Ambani expired, but still business is in handled by their childrens. So business never stops anywhere. Though people die who have started, okay, business will never stop. So this is our assumption. Okay, when we start a business, we keep that in the mind. Our business will go for a longer period, rather for 1 month or half month or 1 year or 10 year. It will not, there is no life for the business. Okay, it will go, keep on going until unless somebody have shut down the business. Okay, this is what the going concern concept says. Any confusion in this now? Any problem in going concern concept? Shall we process for the next one? Yeah. Next concepts, next assumption we should, we as an accountant, we should make is Business is separate and the personal, the proprietor who is there, he is different. I told you in the beginning of the class itself that business is an artificial person and we all are human beings are a natural person. So business entity concept says that you should treat proprietor as an outsider only. He is not insider. Proprietor is who? The one who have started the business. Okay. So proprietor also is outsider. Okay. And our business is separate. Okay, that assumption we have to make it. That's what the money measurement concept here talks about. Any confusion in this now? On to of the mic and headphone actually. It will be problem.
Audio is going, sir.
Your voice is
No? Any problem?
Sir, please proceed. No problem.
My voice is audible.
Fully audible, sir. No problem.
Yes, sir.
So business entity here says that your business is separate and the proprietor, the one who have started the business, he himself is separate. Okay. And we should not mix up the personal transactions into a business transaction. That's what business entity concept says. Okay. Whatever you're recording in the books of accounts, that books of accounts should show only the transactions of business, not proprietor personal transactions. Example I like to give you. Proprietor have taken a life insurance and the EMI, the premium, annual premium is paid by the business. Now tell me, this transaction is a personal transaction or a professional transaction, business transaction?
Personal.
Personal. So if you see this kind of transaction in the books of accounts, that has to be removed, not considered that one. We should not consider that one. Okay. So business entity concept says that the business is separate unit and the proprietor is separate. Both are not similar. Okay. Why it is not similar? Business who have started, he is a natural person and the business is started. Business is a artificial. We can't keep two people in one categories. Okay. Two are two different people here. Okay. So business entity, it clearly states that you don't mix up your personal transactions and business transaction in the books of accounts. As an accountant, you should assume. And whenever any transaction, it has happened in the business, which is related to personal, we call it as a drawings. We call it as drawings and we will reduce the capital. Later, I'll tell you that one. Okay. So if it is happening like that, you have to keep it aside, segregated properly. That's what the business entity concept says. Any confusion in this now? Business entity concept. Any confusion in business entity concept?
Sir, that proprietorship concern is issuing of LIC. There is individual can only affect, so he is remitting his own money, no, sir.
But he'll take the transaction, the business transaction, no? Because most of the people nowadays, they do right.
Yeah.
They'll take the family as a business trip.
Correct. They want to make the expenses and reduce the profit and for exemption of the tax.
But they say that they carry whole family as a business trip, which is wrong actually. So as an accountant, that kind of transactions you have to segregate properly in the books of accounts. That's what business entity concept says. Don't mix it personal and professional transactions in books of accounts. Any other doubt is there in this? Shall we go for the next concept? Yes or no? Shall we go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. Now, next assumption what we make is whatever we record in the books of accounts, it should be measured in terms of money. That's what the money measurement concept says. Whatever you record, sales, it should be measured in terms of money, purchases in the terms of money, discount in terms of money, rent paid in terms of money. Whatever you record in the books of accounts, it should be measured in terms of money value. Okay, that's what the money measurement concept says. Any confusion in this now? Okay with this now? Going concern, business entity money measurement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. Next is dual aspect concept. What does it says is dual. Dual means two. To do any transaction, we need minimum how many people? Two people. I have discussed in the last class also about this. Dual aspect concept is nothing but whatever the transaction you do, Okay, you should have 2 people, minimum 2 people, maximum 3, 4 might be, but minimum how many people is required?
2 people.
2 people. So here, one is a receiver means the other will be a giver. Okay, receiver and giver. Coming in, going out. Income, expense. This we have discussed in the principles also, right? Dual aspect concepts says the same thing. For any transaction, whatever you do, you should have, and dual concept, one more is there actually, that is accounting equation we call it as. That is nothing but assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. This is also dual aspect actually. This dual aspect, how it will happen is assets is a income for the business, whereas liability and capital are outside as fund. Okay, so asset is equal to liability plus capital. Any confusion in this now dual aspect concept?
So asset minus liability or asset equal to liability?
Asset is equal to liability plus capital.
The liability plus capital total equal to has to come to asset amount.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
So asset is equal to liability plus capital. So liability plus capital total should be equal to your asset. Okay. Or we can write it like this down. Assets is equal to, don't want. This is the right one. That will not justify our answer. Asset is equal to liability plus capital. Over. That's all. Okay. So dual aspect is nothing but for every transaction we need to have minimum people. Okay. Receiver and giver. Any confusion in this?
No, sir.
Actually, I request everybody to don't use the microphones and headphones and all the stuff, because it will be a problem for me. It will bounce back on my head only. Next, you see, fifth concept, accounting period concept. This everybody knows about this actually. Accounting period is nothing but whenever books of accounts will be closed in bank, many people will close books of accounts in the bank. 31st March every year, right? So accounting period concept says the same thing. When you are in India doing the business, your year starts from 1st April to 31st March. That is called financial year. And we call it as accounting year also. Year ending, something we call it as. Okay. But actually in the accounting term, we call it as a financial year, that one. Okay. Starts from 1st April, and end on 31st March. It will start from 1st April and end on 31st March. This we know. This much only it says. Okay. One more year is there which you need to learn, that is calendar year. So calendar, how it will start? First, it will start from 1st January and end on 31st December. Correct, right? Calendar start like this only, no? 1st January it will start and 31st December it will end. That is calendar year. This calendar year is followed in US and few Western countries. But we Indians follow only the financial year that starts from 1st April and end on 31st March. Any confusion in this now? And we should be specifically mentioned in the books of accounts which accounting year we are going to. Any confusion in this now? Accounting period concept.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Shall we go for next one?
Yes.
Realization cost,
Yes,
accrual, legal, and matching. Next is we will come back to the matching concept. I'm coming directly to the 10th one. That 3 we will discuss in example. Okay. Matching concept is nothing but here. The license what you have taken to start a business. The license what you have taken to start a business. Okay. License is a bank. Example. You want to start a banking business. You should do banking transactions only. You can't do apart from that. Okay. You can't, by taking license of a bank, you can't start life insurance business because your matching is not there. License is different. You're doing something else. Okay. So it should be matched to the business. In a small example, I'll tell you. One is this example, what I have given to you. Second is the transactions, what you're recording in the books of accounts should match to your nature of business. For example, as you all are bankers, in bank normally what will happen? Accepting the deposit, lending the loans, and doing investment, right? These 3 are 3 primary functions of a banker. Apart from these 3, if you tell I have issued a LIC policy, it is matching to the banking business.
No.
Can a banker issue the life insurance policy?
No.
No. because
No.
it is not matching to your nature, business nature. Business is banking, but you have issued life insurance. So it can't be happen and it can't be recorded in the books of accounts. Okay. So matching concept is nothing but the transactions what we are recording in books of accounts should be same as what the business we are running. It should not be apart from that. Okay. Example I like to give again in this view. Okay. Expenses met for a proprietor's daughter's marriage. It is recorded in books of accounts. It's matching or not matching?
Not matching.
Not matching.
Not
It's
matching.
not matching. Why it is not matching? Because it is a daughter's marriage expenses.
Personal expenses. This is personal
Yeah.
expenses.
Personal expenditure. So how can you record it in the books of accounts of a business? Is it good or wrong? It is a right or wrong practice?
Wrong.
Wrong practice.
Wrong practice.
So it is not matching. Okay. Second, this kind of examples only will be asked in exam for people for half mark and on this one. Okay. One more transaction I like to give you. Purchase machinery for office. Our business is of we need one machinery. Example, we'll take it as a which kind of machinery we will take. One motor car only we have purchased for business, transporting and all those stuff. Okay. So purchase of vehicle, four-wheeler, okay, for business purpose. It is matching or not matching?
Matching.
Matching. Okay.
Matching.
Goods purchase matching or not matching?
Matching.
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 Okay. Paid LIC premium matching or not matching?
Not matching.
Not matching.
Not matching.
Not matching. Okay. Receive commission on a business. Receive commission from a dealer. Matching or not matching?
Matching.
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 Because as a businessman, we may do some side dealings, right? So we got the commission. So matching concept is nothing but the transactions what you're recording in the books of accounts should match to your nature of business. If it is not matching, then you have to remove them out. We should not consider those transactions. Is it clear? Any confusion in this now?
LIC policy of firm or LIC policy of that
LIC
person?
policy of a proprietor.
Okay.
LIC policy of a LIC policy for employees.
It is matching.
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 It is matching because I want my employee to be secured, and I want if anything goes wrong with my employees, they can get some benefit from LIC. So I have taken from the LIC policy for my employees. I am paying the premium. So it is matching to the business. Okay, we call it as a group insurance, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We won't go for individual insurance. We'll go for a group insurance actually.
Insurance.
So group insurance is an example for this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Now, to discuss realization, cost, and accrual, and legal. Legal is nothing but that only. Getting the certificate from the EBOI, Establishment of Industries, or registering our company under Companies Act 2013. Okay. So legal aspect says the same thing. Whatever you record in the books of accounts. For example I like to give a legal aspect. In our business, employees are working. So for employees, law will be helpful. Which law will be useful for employees?
Labor law.
Labor law.
Labor law.
Labor law.
To do a business, which law is required for us? Example in, I can't give you a huge example. Okay, I'll go with a small. You want to purchase one patent. So which law will be applicable for this?
Company
Patent
law.
Intellectual Properties Act, correct?
Property Act. Yes.
The Intellectual Property Act actually. Okay. Second, as you're using the system and internet and all, which laws you have to follow?
IT Act.
IT Act, Information Technology Act. Okay. And if you are going for marketing strategies, which law will be applicable for you? Competition law, Competition Act 2009, and 2002, Competition Act, something like that is there actually. Some act is there for that. Okay. If you're going with some agreements and contracts with the people, so which law is applicable? Contract Act. And as a business people, you're going with bills of exchange. Which act is applicable for you people? Negotiable Instrument Act. Okay. When you're starting a business, you should know what all the legal aspect is available for me. Okay. You should know that all legal aspects respective of your business. Okay. And to deal with labor employees, labor. To deal with business people, competition. To go for marketing, this one, Competition Act. To go for some technology, IT Act. Okay. If anybody is not making the payment, then we have to go with civil. If you can't, if the check is bounced, we go with notary. So these all legal aspect as a accountant or as a part of a business. Okay, you should know what all the aspect I should follow when if something goes wrong up and down. That's what it says. Any confusion in this now? Okay, find this. Okay, next we will go for realization, cost, and accrual. Okay, now we'll go with one example in this. We all have started a business. We started a business of TV showroom. We have started a business of TV showroom. Now tell me what is required to sell in our showroom. What is needed to sell in the showroom? Because our showroom is TV showroom. So we need to have TV so that we can sell. Correct, right? Now to buy TV, we'll go to a market. So we all have set up this TV showroom and we want to get the TV. So what we should do? We should go to a showroom, we should go to a market and we have to see the business who are going to sell the TV for us at less rate or less price or something marginal prices where we are getting, so that we can make a good profit margin in that. Okay, that is our intention. So we'll go to a market. So when we started the business, when we go, we will not go in a car or something like that, because just we want to look out and we have to come back from there and order them. So I will go with a two-wheeler, because two-wheeler market will go with a two-wheeler. I'll go with a two-wheeler. So while going within the two-wheeler, obviously, you know very well, petrol prices are very high. Correct, right? Petrol. I will incur a petrol expenses. Okay. Petrol expenses will be required. Okay. Petrol expenses. So we will take it as petrol expenses I have incurred by me is 500 rupees. Okay. Just an example I'm taking. Okay. Petrol expenses. So this is one expense. Next, after reaching to the market, I have seen the LED TV. I have ordered 25 TV at the rate of 10,000 one TV. Example. So how much I should make the payment to him?
2,50,000.
2,50,000 I should make the payment. Next, while coming from market, okay, I was feeling hungry. So I went to a restaurant, had the lunch. And while having, one of my friend also joined. He saw me. I asked him to come and sit and have with me. So both people had the food. Per head, it costed me 1,000 rupees. Okay. So total, how much I spent on food now?
2,000.
2,000 rupees. Okay. Then that seller from whom I have purchased 25 TVs, he told that loading and unloading charges, you have to bear it. Okay. Loading and unloading charges, you have to bear it. So it's costing somewhere around 1,000 to me. Okay. So this is one. After this, if I ask you, what is the selling price you're going to quote, what will be your answer now? What will be the selling price of one TV?
Sir, this other expense should be included, no, sir?
Obviously.
About a showroom rental, electricity.
That will be included in the profit margin. Profit margin, you keep it 2,000 rupees. Profit margin is rupees 2,000 per TV we have taken. Okay. And this profit margin include of our rent, electricity, salesman salary, everything. Okay.
This one is per TV or overall?
Per per TV, bhai, per TV.
Yes,
Why
yes,
is it
yes,
25,
please.
60 for 2000 then gone case?
Ah,
Per TV. It's per TV.
12,140.
More
What
than
will be the selling
15,000 pounds.
price?
12,140.
12,000?
140.
Okay, fine then. One option we got 12,140. Correct? We'll see whether it is right or wrong later. I want you people to think and let me know the answer.
12,000.
12,000. 12,000 you're going with the answer. Okay, fine. Then another option is 12,000. Next, any other answer is there? Another two answer is required for me.
More than 12,300.
Tell me the value. 12,300 selected.
Ah, yes.
Fine then. 12,300. Next.
12,120.
12,120. Okay, fine. Enough. The answers are enough. Okay, 4 only enough for us. Okay. Now we will see what is actual the selling price we have to quote it for this TV. Okay. The first thing is, we will see. We'll come to know. 10,000 is our per TV cost. So total cost is how much? We got 2,50,000. Correct, right? 25 into 10,000, 2,50,000 we got. Plus, which expense you like to include in this and which expense you won't like to include in this? That I want. That will be my question now.
Loading and unloading charges.
Loading and unloading and petrol expenses to be included.
Loading and unloading and petrol expenses to be included. Loading and unloading is 1,000 and petrol expenses 1,000. And profit margin you will not take?
the profit was has to take not 100%. It should become 1,500 rupees.
Later we will add it.
1,500 rupees.
Next, anything else we need to add it for this?
1,500 plus.
1,500
About
plus.
500 margin. Yes, 1,500 is margin profit. 1,500 is rental and electricity.
Okay, fine. We will see for it. Then how the things will go. Okay. 250 is 25,500 rupees for the petrol and 1,000 is for the loading and unloading. Next, what about lunch?
So lunch personal expense, no sir.
That we not.
That is
But I
personal
went to
expenses.
market for business purpose only, no? Otherwise, why will I go to market?
It will also include.
Correct, right? Why did I go to market?
Okay, that is 1,000 rupees only lunch. If we agree on that 1,000 rupees only.
Purchasing.
The friend is coming accompanying me. How it is born to business.
Everything.
That is the main reason here actually. Okay. When friend is joining, so I will add it only 1,000 rupees for that.
Yes,
1,000 is my expense there. Personal expense. Any confusion in this now? Total this all together.
No sir.
Total this all together. How much is coming? Check it out.
2,55,000.
2 lakh.
2,52,500. 500.
500. For how many TVs?
25 TV.
Divided by 25. So per TV cost is how much now?
10,100.
10,000.
100.
100 per TV. Plus our profit margin is 2,000. So the selling price will be how much? 12,100.
100.
100.
Now we can see who got the right answer and who got the answer. No one got the answer actually. The answer is 12,100. Any confusion in this now?
No, sir.
So the profit we are making 2,000 rupees, including rent and electricity. We are not deducted, no sir. The for showroom charges.
No, I
That is
told
the
you
expense. That is
initially.
expense, no sir. How it come to profit, sir?
What is my thing initially I told you is 2,000 include of all those expenses. So whatever the profit I make, I paid the rent. So now my question was not how much you are making the salary and all. I didn't ask the question. I told what will be the selling price. That's all.
Okay.
This only, no.
Okay.
What is
okay.
selling price?
Okay. Thank you.
So from
Doubt
sales
clear.
minus our direct expenses, right?
Okay. Doubt clear.
Done. So 12,100 will be our selling price of one TV, including a profit of 2,000 rupees per TV. Any confusion in this now? Example, what we have discussed?
No, sir.
Other people?
Sir, once explained, sir.
Once explain. So here I want to tell you people simple thing. Okay. Whenever you go for any purchase of assets, that is our stock is a current asset for us. Okay. whenever we go for purchasing any kind of goods or raw material or finished goods or whatever the goods you are purchasing it, okay, the expenses what you are incurring, like in this we have incurred petrol expense, we have incurred lunch expense, we have incurred loading and unloading expense. Okay, this expenses has to be considered while fixing the selling price. That's all my intention to give you example is this. Whenever you buy any goods to the business for selling it, and when you incur this kind of expenses, other expenses, you should add back to the cost of asset. Okay, so cost of asset, how much we got? 10,100 rupees we got. That is our cost plus profit. Profit is how much? 2,000 rupees. What is our selling price? 12,100. This is only I want to explain you people. Any confusion in this?
No, sir. Sorry.
Other people, is it okay? Example is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. If you're okay, then we'll go for back to the concept of cost concept. Okay. So now, while buying the TV, we have included all the costs, right? And we have added back to the cost, to the price of the TV. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Did we add it or not?
Please again, sir.
Added.
We have added, right? The cost has been considered. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now come back to the cost concept. Okay. Cost concept says the same thing. When you buy any kind of asset or any kind of goods or raw material, okay, for the business, and when you are incurring the expenses, you consider those expenses and total it. And after that, you fix your selling price. That's what the cost concept says. Any confusion in this now?
Tell me once again, sir.
Cost concept is nothing but when you're buying any kind of raw material, goods, or importing any goods, items from other country, and the expenses what you have incurred, you have to add it back to the cost of that so that you can fix the selling price. Any confusion in this now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Done? Is it okay? Cost concept is fine?
Yeah, fine.
Fine then. Next is we have to have accrual and realization concept. TVs are in the showroom, correct, right? How many TVs are available in the showroom? How many TVs are available in the showroom?
25.
25 TVs. Okay. Now, I am a customer. I came to you people and I asked you, I want 10 TVs. How many TVs I need?
10.
What will be the selling price? What will be the selling price?
1,00,000.
21.
That is 12,100 you'll quote. And total value will be how much?
1,20,000.
1,21,200.
1,000. Correct, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, after telling this price 1,21,000, I told that I will pay you in the form of, will you sell or not?
Sell, sir. Sell, sir.
Is 1,21,000. I'm going to make you the payment in the form of check. Will you sell or not?
Not sell.
Not sell.
Not sell. Anybody is there who want to sell?
If he is given DD, sir, we will accept.
If he give DD, you will accept. Okay. If he was having the money and making the DD, why will he give the check to you people? Post-dated car.
DD also not accept, sir.
He also not accepted. Okay, good. What's the reason of not accepting the check?
Because
Proper reason?
maybe account balance is there or not. I don't know now.
Okay,
The,
maybe account
the
balance
realization
is there.
concept will come, sir.
Huh?
When the realization concept will come with this one. When the check is clear, then only the goods will sold.
How many people are agree with this answer? If the check is bounced, what will happen? If the check is dishonored, what will happen then?
The sale is not done.
Sale is not done. So it is risky or not for us then?
Risk.
Risky. So only the people have told we will not sell it. Karke. So what guarantee we have got? Okay, that check what he is giving, what I am giving to you people, whether it will honored or dishonored by the banker. So now here one thing I would like to tell you people, if the check is accepted by you people. Example, accepted and you have sold the TV to him. And the check you have taken and you have deposited into the bank and the check is dishonored. Example, we'll go with the negative case only. Is there any chance of recovery of money 1,21,000 from him? Can we recover? Can we recover this 21?
So we have to put the case against him.
Through court.
As I
Through
told
court
you, we will do the notary and we'll send a notice to the fellow. And his different accounts, if he is having, okay, garnishee order is applicable for that?
All
No, sir.
No, sir.
no, yeah, garnish will be applicable, sir. He has to find out the bank, then garnish will be applicable.
Garnishee is not applicable.
Not applicable since gone.
That's what my question was, that one. Not applicable. Garnishee is not applicable to this case?
Why is it not applicable?
No, someone is telling it's not applicable. I am okay with the applicability, bhai. I am fine with that. It will applicable actually. No, other than two people are telling it is not applicable. So I'm asking why. Why it's not applicable? Any particular reason for that not applicability of garnishee law for this case? It's applicable, right? If you go to a court also, they will apply the garnish order one. They'll say if he's not liable to pay the things, call him to the court. We will have a conversation and he will say if any other account is, seize it and get the money to him. Yes or no? Civil
Right,
court says the same.
Right to set off in garnish
Right to
order.
set up how it is possible. It is not a agriculture. Garnishee order only we have to go ahead actually. Okay, so my question is, can we sell or not? So people told no. So I am not okay with the answer of no. I will sell it rather.
This entire process taking process, sir.
If we not go with a negative thinking, no,
Sir, goods can be sold, accept the check. Once the check realization, then only the goods will deliver.
obviously that can be done. Realization basis.
Realization base.
Okay. Or second thing, it is applicable. We'll have a contract of bills of exchange.
Yes, accepted.
Accepted, right?
Accepted.
Bank, I'll give it the bill and I can take the money, discount the bill. Chances are there. If the bill is dishonored, then we can easily drag him to the court without any problem. Again, their garnishee law will be applicable. Correct, right? So
Correct, sir.
I suggest we can sell him. Recovery of money is there actually with compensation. So why can't we sell it? So now, after selling it, we have sold. We know we will get the money. We are going to sell it actually. So we are going to sell the goods to him. Okay. Now tell me, if a manager comes and asks you what is the sales for the day, how many sales will you tell?
10
What
TVs.
sales?
10 TVs.
10 TVs. If you ask you the money, where is the money? What will you answer?
Sales has done the 10 TVs, the subject relation of the check.
Yeah, that is the right answer. We have sold 10 TVs, sir, but we got a payment in the form of check. This profit 2,000 rupees, what is there? My question is, did you realize today when you have sold the TV? Yes or no?
Right.
No.
Not sold. It is booked only.
Did you realize this 2,000 or no? Yes or no?
No.
Not realization. Not
You have not
realization.
realized. This is what the thing is says. For example, the check is going to mature after 3 days. We have given 3 days time early. So today is 22. So 26th, the check will get mature. 26th November. So when the check is going to mature? 26th November. Today is what? 22 November. So now, 22 November, we didn't realize the profit. Now tell me, this 1,21,000 when you are going to accrue, when you are going to receive?
26 numbers.
26
November.
November. So here what I want to tell you people is, when a manager asks you, did you earn the profit, means we say, we have not realized the profit. The next question, then when we are going to realize the profit, means it is going to occur, it is going to accrued in the future, that is on 26th of November 2021. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is the statement, right? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Correct, right?
Correct.
So come back to the two concepts. What we have left out here. One
Realization
is
concept.
realization concept.
Under cost concept.
Realization concept says that on the day of we didn't realize the profit. Sales has happened, but we didn't realize the profit. Okay. We will not record 2,000 multiplied by 10, 20,000 as a profit in the books of accounts on the day of sales because we didn't realize it. Okay. And accrual concept says that you know very well that money is going to be occur in the future, that is on 26th November. That time the accrual will accept it. So accrual concept, what does it say is on the day when the check is realized and when you are receiving the money, you know the date when you are going to receive the money. That is called accrual concept. Any confusion in this now?
No confusion, sir.
Other people?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Anybody have got the doubt? You can please ask me the doubt. I'll clarify. No doubt?
So
Fine.
we will add the
So
profit at,
we are going to realize the profit on 26th of November.
but actually sales happens on 22. So we will not add it.
Till then, we show in our books of accounts this sales as credit sales.
Okay.
We will not, we should record it. At any cost, we should record this one. But we record it as a credit sales. Realization and accrual concept goes together actually. Sometimes you may get confusion also. Okay, we are going to realize the money on 26th. And today we know that one. We are going to accrue that one. This income is accrued. And accrued is actually asset actually for the company. Because we know very well it is going to come on 26th of November. So it is an asset to us, debtor. On the day of accrual, if it is not realized, then this will not be our asset. That will become our contingent liability. Okay. What do you mean by contingent liability? Contingent liability is nothing, but it is a liability which may or may not arise, may or may not arise in the business.
Because if the check is bounced, it is going to contingent liability.
Contingent liability. Because by the time we go to court by filing the case against the customer and asking him to come to the court and talking and all, and the favor we don't know under whom the favor will be, whether we will be winning or whether he will be winning. Okay, so we don't know that one, but the case is in the example Vijay Mallya. He have to pay money, but we know he have to pay money, but the case is in the court. Judgment we don't know whether it will be in the favor of a bank or in the favor of a Vijay Mallya. Till then, that money what he have taken from the bank will be called as contingent liabilities. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Other people fine for this? Example I like to give, and you should tell me which concept is this actually. If you let me have a few conversation of question and answers, so that I can make out whether you people have got some idea about these concepts or not. That I need to check now. Okay. Now, this is the first question what I'm asking. Which concept talks about the goods has to be considered at the cost price of its?
Cost concept, sir.
Other people, only one is answering here.
Cost concept.
Cost concept. All are okay with this now? Cost concept.
Cost concept.
There was a connectivity issue. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So you are able to see the screen, mine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. So here the question and answer sessions we were having the interaction with that. So now the question what I was asked is which concept talks about whenever you purchase the asset, the cost has to be added back to that. So the answer we got from there is cost concept. So that is the right one actually. Okay. And next is this one. The expenses should be similar to the income and the income should be similar to the expenses. Which concept is talking about?
Matching concept.
Matching concept. Because the incomes what we are generating should be similar to the business, and the income what we are generating, it should be similar to the business, nature of business actually.
Sir, please question again, sir.
Like income and expenses, okay, should be matched with the business. So my question was like this: income should be similar to the business, and expenses should be similar in the nature of business.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Or we can put it like this: the income what you have generated and the expenses what has been generated, it should be similar to the nature of a business. Which concept is talking about this?
Okay, that is matching. Okay.
Matching concept.
Okay.
Okay. Next is which concept talks about, okay, for any transaction, there should be minimum 2 people of involved in that.
Dual concept.
Dual aspect.
Dual aspect concept. Okay. So these are the few examples which will be arising in exam for you people for half mark question in exam. Okay.
Please, sir. Please
So,
once again explain regarding realization concept, sir.
Realization concept is nothing but the day on which the check or the bill is going to be realized, and on that day the profit is being earned by the company. That is only realization concept says. Okay, I'll repeat once again in a simple way so that you can understand. Realization concept is nothing but the check or the profit has been realized. We got the money on that day. That is realization concept. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. We'll go for the next one.
Cost and money measurement.
Money measurement.
Cost and money measurement.
Cost and money measurement. Money measurement is nothing but here. Okay, whatever you record in the books of accounts should be matched to the whatever you are recording in the books of accounts. It should be termed in the form of money value. You should record in the terms of money. Okay, or you should measure in terms of money. Sales, you have to convert into money. Purchases, convert into money. Salary, convert into money. Whatever you do in the business, you have to measure in terms of money. This is what the money measurement concept talks about. Okay, cost concept is nothing but whenever you buy any kind of stock or fixed asset to the business, the cost has to be considered for that. Okay, example, loading, unloading. Then we have got transportation charges, carriage inward, carriage outward. This all cost has to be considered while recording that particular asset value in the books of accounts. You have to consider that one. Okay, this is the cost concept says. Any further query for related to this?
No, sir. Sir, actually, we took the example of that TV sets. It comes under the cost concept or realization concept.
Yes. The TV example what I took is when I took when I asked you that tell me the selling price, that is cost concept. We have considered all the costs what is involved while purchasing TV. The second thing is when we sold the TV and we are taking the check from him and the check is going to realize on 26th, that is the part of realization and accrual concept.
So in cost concept, we didn't took the friend's lunch expenses.
No, we didn't took because it is not a part of a business. He just came, we just met accidentally and I took him to the lunch. So that is personal expense, right? It is not matching to your business actually. Yes or no?
Okay.
Giving food for your friend is matching to your business.
No.
Expenses. No. So it has not to be considered.
And realization means when it comes to get realized, if we pay
when the check is being deposited in the bank and the banker have created your account, that is realization concept.
Okay, sir. And what about accrual, sir?
Accrual is nothing but you know very well that 26th the check is going to be realized.
So on the same date of the getting check to us.
No. It was on 26th of November. We have taken the example.
Brother, example, PDC check.
On the date of the selling.
On the date of sale, we have not realized anything.
Brother, example, PDC checks. Example, PDC checks. Post-date checks.
On the day of sales, we have not realized the things. Things is nothing but we didn't realize a profit.
So it's accrued.
It's not realized. Realization concept. We didn't receive money on that day. Realization concept says that, okay, unless you realize the money or realize the cash, you're not supposed to consider that as a profit.
Okay.
Okay. So my question was, on the day of sales, you got 1,21,000 rupees worth of check. Did you realize the profit on that day? Can you tell I made a profit of 20,000 rupees?
No, on that day we didn't do anything.
We didn't do that one. So realization concept, what does it say? Is till you realize, till it come to your hand, don't tell I made a profit of 20,000 rupees.
So this concept will applicable on 26th of November?
No. Realization concept is this. 26th of November, what you will get the concept is, accrual concept. This money
Okay.
is going to be accrued in future,
Okay.
and it is asset to me. I'll show in the asset side of my balance sheet as a
Okay.
debtor.
Yes, sir.
Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Any clarification still is required on realization concept? Realization concept is nothing but on the day of sales, did you realize the profit? Yes or no?
Sir, again, sir.
On the day of sales, did you realize the profit? Yes or no?
No.
No.
No. That profit is going to occur when? Then.
26
And
The
26
realization
no.
concept.
Get realized.
Accrual
the
concept. That is on
Realize.
26th of November. We are going to receive it. That's what it says. Is it clear?
Realization concept.
Huh? Your voice is not audible actually. I don't know. My network is problem. Huh? What's the doubt? I didn't get your question. Sorry. The problem is with my network or his network? I don't know. My voice is audible for you people all?
Yes, sir, audible, clearly audible.
Yes, sir.
Sir, audible.
The problem is with his side, I guess. Can you text me? Put it in the group chat box. Put it in the chat box. Are you typing that one in the chat box? No, I don't think so. He's typing also. Let me check. Okay. So shall we go for the next one? Next is ours. So this you have recorded, I guess. All 10 points in the LMR. Okay. Now, next is accounting conventions. Accounting conventions. Okay. So accounting conventions is nothing but, again, this is also a part of assumptions. Okay. You have to assume it. I am audible to you people?
Yes, sir.
Fine then, fine. Okay. So we have got 4 conventions. One is convention of materiality, convention of conservation, convention of consistency, and convention of disclosure. Okay. So materiality is nothing but here you should give, after preparing a books of accounts. Okay. Final accounts is prepared. Final accounts consisting of what? Balance sheet. Okay. When you're preparing a balance sheet, the balance sheet should be correct, true, and fair. No window dressing should happen in that balance sheet. Okay, that is called materiality. When you present the balance sheet to the public, it should be fair, correct, true, right. No window dressing should happen in that. Okay, that is called materiality. And conservatism is nothing but you should, if there's a possibility of losses is there in the business, you can't give a heart attack to the public by telling our profit is going to be down like that. You have to conserve, you have to preserve the customer's interest, shareholders' interest, employees' interest, all stakeholders' interest you have to conserve. That is called conservation. Conservation. Okay. And conservation is nothing but you have to keep your books of accounts properly, correctly, and prepared, preserve it for the future reference. That is called conservation. Consistency is nothing but all accounts what you're preparing, it should be prepared continuously. Every year you have to maintain. Today we maintain, tomorrow we have not like that. Today you are maintaining, tomorrow also you have to maintain, day after tomorrow also you have to maintain. Consistency should be there. And disclosure is nothing but after preparing whole books of accounts, you're going to disclose to the public. Like you people will do, right? Financial statement, you will put it in the newspaper. Okay. So fully disclosure. Materiality, correct, true, fair value of the business you should give to the public. Conservation is nothing but possibility losses you should avoid. You should not tell that I'm going to have incur of so much of losses. And at the same time, when you're making a profit also, you can't tell I'm going to make a good profit. Don't promise them. If it won't happen, you will be in trouble. So you have to conserve the interest of the public. Consistency is nothing but the accounts book, what you're going to prepare, it has to be prepared continuously. Every year you have to maintain. And fully disclosure is nothing but after preparing the books of accounts, disclose to the public in the form of annual reports, or you can put it in the newspaper too, regional newspaper. Okay, these are the 4 conventions. If you have got any doubt related to this, you can ask me the doubt, I'll clarify. Any problem in this now?
Sir, please explain once more, sir.
I think little bit speed you will go, sir, today.
Okay, you want me to explain once again? Fine,
Please,
then I'll explain, no problem.
please.
I'll do it. Here, convention of materiality is nothing but when you prepare books of accounts, Okay. Here books of accounts is nothing but our final accounts. Okay. Final account consists of what? Trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet. Okay. When you're going to record that, when you're going to prepare that final accounts, you should not give a wrong value. Example, if you have got a building of 1 lakh, you show 1 lakh rupees only. Don't show 2 lakh rupees to so that the balance sheet get balanced. Karke. We can't do that one because that will become window dressing. Okay. So materiality is nothing but here, whenever you disclose a books of accounts, you should give correct, right value. Okay. Whatever is there at present, you should record in that and you have to keep it.
So that is the
and you have
purchase value or selling value, sir?
Selling value. After purchasing, you have to keep always the value in the on the form of selling only.
Okay.
Okay. So materiality is nothing but you have to give a correct value to the public. That's all.
Okay.
Any confusion in this materiality now?
Okay, sir. Okay, agreed. Accept, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other people have got in materiality? Any doubt? No? Shall we go for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is says that conservation. Okay, here conservation is nothing but you are protecting the interest of a public. Not only public, all stakeholders. Okay. For example, we can easily make out there is a probable losses or probable profit in the company when you're there as an accountant. Okay. Don't disclose to the public. I am going to incur a loss of 1 crore. Don't tell them because they're investors. They'll get heart attack actually. Okay. So you preserve them, protect them. Okay. How to protect? Put it in such a way that they should not get heart attack. Okay. Example, you have incurred a losses this year. You want to pay the dividend to the shareholders. Don't tell them I am incurring we have incurred a loss now. I am not going to give you any dividend this year. If you tell directly what will happen, they will sleep there early. Okay. How to convey them is due to some reasons or some obstacles, we couldn't make up the profit what we were expecting it. Okay. So the dividend will be paid in the next year by accumulating it. Cumulative. And we'll pay this year's dividend as well as next coming a dividend together to you people. With bonus, we will give it to you. So by this telling statement, what they'll do? Okay, fine, chalo, this year they are not going to pay. Next year they will pay for us. So interest is protected now. Shareholders interested. Interest is protected. If you are making more profit, don't tell them I am making 3 crore of profit. 1 crore normally you are making, but due to some advantage of your business, you are making 3 crore of profit. Don't tell we are making 3 crore of profit. Tell them we have made a good profit this time, but we have planned to invest in some other projects or in growth of the business and protect their interest. Understood? This is what the convention of conservatism is there. And you may get confused maintaining the record book or prudence. Okay. This is nothing but here. You have to conserve your shareholders. You have to conserve your employees. You have to conserve your all stakeholders. Not only these people, but also the books what you are keeping in the company, right? That has to be kept in the safe custody. I'll give you in your example so that you can understand easily this one. Okay. For jewelry locker facility, you people will maintain one ledger, register type, right? So whenever the customer get into the locker room, he have to sign and he have to in and out. Timing will be recorded along with the person who is assisting him. The signature will be there. So that record book is filled now. What will you do? You will throw that one or will you preserve it for the future reference?
We will preserve.
You'll preserve it. For how many years you will preserve it? Minimum 15 years you have to preserve. Correct? 5 years, 15 years. How many years?
5 years.
5 years.
Depending on the bank, actually, it may differ actually. In our case, as I am working in a college, okay, I should keep data for 10 years. I should maintain that student profile for 10 years. Any may come down and they may ask the things to us. So we have to preserve it. So that depends on the nature of job actually. Okay. So in your case, you have to keep 5 years. I have to keep for 10 years. Okay. What about government people? They have to keep for 100 years. If the person die and the next person is taken over that. Understood. So depends on the business. The conservation has to be happened. You have to protect everything. Okay. Any confusion in this now? Conservation?
No, sir.
Okay. Consistency is nothing but we are preparing books of accounts every year. Okay. So you can't show negligency into it. This year we will prepare, sir. Next year we will not prepare because business is not happening good. Okay. We will not prepare it. No, it is wrong actually. Consistency should be there in preparing books of accounts. Okay. This year you have preparing final accounts. Next year also you have to prepare. Coming days also you have to prepare. Example I like to give you, as you all are working in a bank. Okay. If your bank is, if you need a financial statement of 10 years back, 2001, will you get or not? You will get, right? Okay. Why you will get all 10 years financial statement? Because they have maintained consistency. Ever they have told you this year we will not prepare any financial account karke? They didn't tell. Why they didn't tell? Because they are following convention of consistency. You should prepare final accounts consistency continuously. Okay, whether you will or not, you have to. That is what the convention of consistency says. Any confusion in this now? Any problem in this? Consistency? No. Kishore, I'll take your question at the end. Let me please this one convention. Okay. Now, convention of fully disclosure is nothing but after preparing final accounts, you disclose to the public. Okay. Normally, bankers, what they do is they'll print in the newspaper. Yes or no? Quarterly profit, annually profit, karke you disclose. Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
You disclose or not?
Disclose, sir. Sure.
This is convention of fully disclosure. They're practicing this convention, so early they are disclosing it. Okay. Any problem in this now? Fully disclosure.
Full disclose.
Fully disclosed, and you have, I hope so you have understood fully now. Okay. One question I have got: what if we get profit on the same day of sales? Then there will be a accrual concept. When you have sold cash sales and you got the money on the same day, there is no point of realization concept. Also, there is no point of accrual concept. Also, why? Means you have realized the profit and you have accrued today itself. So there is no point of realization and there is no point of accrual. Hope you get the you have been cleared the question actually. Is it okay, Kishore? Kishore is not there. Okay, fine, Kishore, done. Okay. So any problem in this now? Concepts and conventions? No problem, Kishore. It happened with me also. No, poor connection. Class got disconnected actually. Can't do anything. It will happen normally. Okay. So today we have learned what? Concepts and conventions. Okay. So till today we will stop here early. Rest will continue the next class. Okay. And we will further see in the next class tomorrow. Biju sir?
Sir, today videos will be available to accept, sir. Which one today you have taken the classes?
Biju sir will give you, sir.
Biju
No
sir,
problem.
please, sir.
Biju sir, I think he is busy with some other class, so he is
No
not.
problem. No problem. I will get it from.
If you like our content, do like, share and subscribe.